for that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium. As always, it is me, XFL Jim. As always, we're joined by the one, the only. It is Hambone Malone, good friend of Dirty Derby Dinkins.
Dirty Derby Dinkins.
Is my man Chase Lupine Fiasco. Sessoms! Oh, love that one.
Me
love
too.
that one. Chase, what a week. It was one of your busiest weeks of the year. How was it?
It was busy, just as you described it. All right, that's a wrap. Now we can go
That's
home.
a wrap. That's the show.
Yeah. It was good. It was a fulfilling Derby day. It was a long week of preparation. It was a long week of doing content and stuff. I was on TV.
I was going to say, you got to tell them you were on TV. You were on VSiN with the boys.
I was on VSiN with the boys from the Sports Gambling Podcast. That's why the hat has moved up prominently in the rotation.
Oh, you got to be repping the brand now.
Got to rep the brand. Got to rep the brand if they put you on VSiN. No big deal. I'm one chaining it. I was talking to my wife. I was like, I got one chain on. Should I put two on? And she was like, no. So I'm one chaining and one braceleting.
I'm mesh tanking right now. For those of you that are just listening to this podcast,
Mesh tank is a good look for you.
I need to get a couple more of these mesh tanks. My nipples have been poking out though, on the sides here.
That's the good part of mesh tanks.
That's the very good part. Chase, so take us through the Derby from your point of view, because you had stuff before,
yeah,
and then you had obviously Forever Young was like the horse you've been kind of talking about for a while now.
Yeah. Well, it just feels like I've been talking about it for a while now because I've been talking about Japanese horses for going on 4 years.
Literally since I've known you, basically.
Yeah, I've been talking about the
Damn right, bigger.
Oh God, but we miss her every day. That's not a funny joke. So basically it was a really good race. It was one of the more excellent horse races I remember seeing. It was the closest margin of victory between like first and third place in the history of the Kentucky Derby. It was a 3-way photo finish. My horse got mauled, absolutely mauled down the stretch by Sierra Leone and the jockey Tyler Daffleone, who actually, from the angle I've seen and the replays I've seen people post, looks like he actually reaches out and like grabs the other jockey / horse while they're battling down the stretch.
That sounds like a no-no.
That's some Depression era horse racing is what that is. That's some shit you'd see in Seabiscuit.
I was not paying attention to the Derby. I was doing a live stream power hour because that's what we landed on the wheel. This was my weekend right here. I was spent with the doctor. Little Mr. McGillicuddy.
Doc makes a hell of a spirit, that's for sure.
He did. Speaking of which, since I watched all of the UFL, to me, the main things from the United Football League, which I care about, it was a tale of two days where Saturday the games were both blowouts, 22-8 in the Battlehawks Roughnecks game and 39-21. Showboats kind of like made it something later, but not a game. And then Sunday, the games were neck and neck and instant classics.
Bangers that slap, you know?
Somehow the Renegades once again find a way to lose to the Panthers 27-28. And the Brahmas, with some deplorable and disgusting play calling to end the game, lose 12-18 to the DC Defenders.
There we go. I gotta say, man, like if you're the Renegades, You need to work on your special teams. That or a special teams coach needs to get fired.
From this game, the other games they've had, the special teams have been fine. This game, it was what really cost them the game. It was disgusting.
Finally, they have their chance to win a game, and their special teams actually just, I don't know, blue goat. Is that the best way to say it?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
I'm talking like too many men on the field, running into the kicker.
Multiple infractions.
Infractions.
Terrible.
And then giving up that wicked long kick return to set them up.
Absolutely terrible. So Random Guy says Johnson and Stoops have to be on the hot seat.
Probably. Have you known Sir Random Guy? Is Sir Random Guy new or
no? He's new to this show, but we're in a group on Twitter, so
okay.
He's known. Right. He is known.
What up, Sir Random Guy?
So although with the Defenders defeating the Brahmas, the Arlington Renegades are not officially eliminated from playoff contention yet.
So their special teams, okay, that might save someone a job. The fact that their special teams didn't get them eliminated from playoff contention, quote unquote.
If the Brahmas would have won, they would have been eliminated, like officially.
Yeah, but now we just get to delay that for a week, pretty much.
Yeah, probably, because next week they play the Showboats. Actually, that at home, Showboats at home. This is the best shot the Renegades have to win a game.
The dreams may still be alive. They can still make the playoffs at like 1-9, right?
No, not 1-9. So basically, what they need is DC and San Antonio to like tank the rest of the season, and they need to win out.
That makes sense.
Speaking of playoffs, though, the Birmingham Stallions are the quickest team to lock themselves in the playoffs in like modern XFL and USFL history. Week 6 already locked into the playoffs.
I know I've been saying it for a couple weeks now, but Jim, it makes me physically hurt how much I hate them.
I'm actually starting to dislike them. They're too good.
They're too good. They should have disbanded that team. That football team, the way that like other teams kind of disbanded a little bit, you know what I mean? Like they should have disbanded that football team and split them up.
Well, they have new pieces. They don't have Brandon Aubrey, the best kicker in like spring football. They don't have Magoo, who was like a crazy quarterback last year.
That's true.
The defense is a bunch of different parts. It's crazy.
It just turns out that Skip Holtz is low-key the greatest football coach we've ever seen.
When it comes to spring football, Skip Holtz might be the GOAT.
Skip Holtz, goated.
He's goated with the sauce.
Mostly because the leagues don't necessarily last this long or merge, you know?
He's won 2 championships.
He looks like the clear favorite for a third.
They are the clear favorite right now. We do get the instant classic. I feel like people are already going to call it game of the year of Birmingham versus St. Louis next week in Birmingham.
You remember when they used to do instant classics and put them on ESPN Classic immediately, like the day after?
I wish they would do that. I wish they would do that still.
I wish ESPN Classic still existed.
I do too.
Yeah.
My take right now, what I actually really, really want to happen just for storylines and vibes, I want St. Louis to lose in a nail-biter to Birmingham and then make it to the championship game against the Stallions and redeem themselves. Think of how crazy the environment will be in St. Louis if they win.
It would be like the Miracle on Ice in Lake Placid, New York.
And I'm going to be there, and I just, selfishly, I want that vibe. I want the vibes.
That makes sense. I'm all for doing whatever you want as long as it produces a vibe that is good for just you.
Yes.
You know, selfish vibes are some of the best vibes.
It would be incredible for me. Also, talking playoffs, DC saved their playoff hopes. They're almost neck and neck with the Brahmas now. They're still fighting to survive. The Brahmas had their worst offensive outing of the season. That was a disgusting display. Could not pass the ball to save their lives. The only thing keeping them in this game was the run game. It was just kind of a disgusting display. Classic game, but like offensively, just abhorrent.
Didn't you need John Lovett to put up a bunch of points for you?
Guess what? Won a bunch of my DFS. Won like $60. And Jeff from the chat, Jeff G in the chat, won like $400 off of his DFS.
Way to go, guys!
So we're feeling pretty good. Yeah. Right now, the official standings of the UFL after week 6. Battlehawk in the XFL division. Battlehawks at 1. Brahma's still at 2 because they're 4-2 now. DC Defenders sit at 3-3. Renegades 0-6 is rough.
That's woo, rough.
Meanwhile, in the USFL division, Stallions 6-0. Panthers 4-2, baby. 4-2. Keep marching. The Showboats 1-5, and the Roughnecks 1-5.
Woo.
I think the Showboats are actually the worst team. That's my hot take. I think they're the worst team.
It's so sad. Was there anything about that team going into the season that made you think this team is terrible? This team could be terrible.
I didn't realize I thought the defense wasn't going to be great. I never thought the defense was going to be fantastic. I didn't realize the offensive line was going to be this bad.
No.
It is the worst offensive line I have ever seen in almost any level of football.
Was it what's his name? Bethel Thompson last year at New Orleans.
Yeah, he was in New Orleans.
Wasn't he sacked quite a bit last season too?
He was sacked a decent amount, but we talked about Case Cookus all the time because he was getting mauled out there for the Stars.
Right. So maybe just getting sacked is a DiFilippo thing. Maybe it's just the scheme that he runs.
It could be. So in 6 games, Chase, they have let up 28 sacks.
So they're just shy of 5 sacks a game.
They are just shy of averaging 5 sacks a game.
That's absurd. That gets people hurt for real. For Redva.
Yes. That's legit gets people hurt. Still, not bottom for when it comes to yards.
Who's the bottom?
So they haven't put in the games so far offensively. This is passing yards specifically.
Okay.
They haven't put the stats in for today's games, but right now below them are the Panthers and the Defenders. They'll probably
that makes sense.
The Defenders will probably not pass them. The Panthers might. Panthers probably pass them after today.
Panthers might, yeah. Okay.
But the Panthers also played the Arlington Renegades, who, spoiler alert, they have the worst fucking defense in the league.
Can we just... This is my big request, Jim, and you tell me if you think it comes up at any point soon. Can we didn't get a crazy week 5, so I was thinking maybe we get a 1 week delayed, crazy week 6. Didn't necessarily have a crazy week 6.
Not crazy. So last year, week 7 is when the Defenders lost to the Guardians in the XFL.
Yeah, maybe week 7 is when we have the crazy week I've been waiting for. I want to see Beham lose.
So week 7, we have Showboats Renegades, bottom versus bottom, my two lowest ranked teams. Someone has to win that game. The Showboats only win coming against the Defenders week 1, I believe.
Amazing.
No, it was the Roughnecks. Sorry, I think their only win is against the Roughnecks.
And we were like, this team looks great. This is going to be a great team.
I thought they were going to be so much better. Battlehawk Stallions, game of the year. I'm calling it right now. Saturday afternoon.
So you think it's scripted for the Battlehawks to lose?
I think Battlehawks lose a close one. I think Birmingham sells a lot of tickets. Also, the Stallions have just looked better. I think right now they are just better.
Yeah.
I think Battlehawks lose a close one, maybe get redemption in the championship game. And then we have Panthers Defenders, both kind of fighting. Panthers kind of really cementing them spots as the second place team in the USFL. DC still trying to claw their way to the playoffs. And then Brahmas versus Roughnecks. Nothing is really lining up for craziness.
I'll tell you what. You know what happens? Birmingham wins and it's ugly.
And then week 8. They lose to the Roughnecks. I keep trying to make that happen.
You keep trying to make it. Yeah. No, I think what happens is they win and it's ugly. They're not able to protect AJ McCarron. And, I remember last season, McCarron got sacked quite a bit. I still think he ends up running for his life a little bit more than a really great team allows to happen. But I might be mixing in a little bit of last season along with this season too.
Other than that, if they don't lose, if the Stallions don't lose this week, week 7 against St. Louis, week 8 they play Houston, Week 9 is against the Brahmas in San Antonio, so maybe that. But the Brahmas have looked rough ever since Chase Garbers went down.
True.
And then week 10 they play Michigan again. I don't know when you peg them losing. Many people have them going 10-0, which no team has gone 10-0 yet in spring football since 2020, baby. No team.
If Birmingham goes undefeated, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be real upset. Like I don't want a goated football team already and with 3 years of consistent spring football.
I don't either. I'm very much looking forward to the game this week. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be a hot stream right there.
You ready for some headlines, Chase?
Let's talk headlines.
Okay, up first at ESPN, Norris beats Verstappen in the Miami Grand Prix for first F1 win.
I feel like that should have been what we were talking about, like from the beginning, because how often does Max Verstappen lose?
Not very. He's the main fucking dude.
That dude partied his ass off in Miami. That's what happened.
Oh yeah. I bet this guy fucking Norris parties his ass off later.
I heard Travis Kelce was at this race.
I think a lot of people were at this race.
He was at that race after being at the Kentucky Derby.
What a crazy weekend for Travis Kelce.
Dude, yeah, he looks sharp. I'll admit it, he looks really sharp at the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, first win for Norris. Congratulations.
Was it Lando Norris, right?
Yes, Lando Norris. That's a good name.
Yeah, I believe he was named after Lando Calrissian.
Probably.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. It's nice to see someone other than Max Verstappen win everything, though. You know, it makes F1 a lot less boring.
Yes. 1,000%. Headline number 2. 2024 Kentucky Derby results. Winner Mystic Dan takes 150th run for the Roses by a nose in epic photo finish. They have the picture right there. That's one of the crazier finishes I've seen.
Show the photo.
Let me get the photo. They have it on Twitter here.
Dude, a dead heat would have been so fucking awesome for Derby 150.
What does that mean?
A dead heat is they hit the exact same time and it's a tie.
Oh.
Yeah. Not okay. So you see on the inside Mystic Dan right there at the wire.
Yeah.
On the outside, you see Sierra Leone. Like, you can't even see the fact that Forever Young is in the middle there, like pretty much like with a head, you know, a nose behind Sierra Leone's. Like, you have to look closely to realize that there are even 12 legs there.
Oh, bigger. We will get you on the Jimnasium, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get you. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
so.
Yeah.
If they have dead heat, what do they do then?
So are you talking about like the payouts and stuff?
Yeah, dude, they just I wonder how they go with that.
They split the win pay. Like if you if you bet one of your horses dead heats, then you split the win with the other person that dead heated. And like the exactas they pay out for the combination of that horse in first and the other horse in second, and then also in the combination of that horse in second being in first and the horse that was in first and second. So like they pay for like both combinations of the exacta if you have a box exacta with the two horses that dead heat.
Damn. Also, the jockey Brian Hernandez said he's been dreaming of winning the Derby since he was 6 years old. Congratulations.
Brian Hernandez Jr., Brian H. Hernandez Jr., hashtag BJHJ, or sorry, Brian J. Hernandez Jr., hashtag BJHJ, had himself an absolute weekend because he won the Kentucky Derby on Friday on Torpedo Anna at 4-1 for Kenny McPeak, and then he wins the Derby for Kenny McPeak on Mystic Dan.
Damn.
So he had the Oaks. Him and McPeak had the Oaks Derby double.
I wonder how he celebrated. I wonder how fucked up he got on Saturday.
Dude, jockeys get fucked up.
Jockeys get fucked up. It's probably easy for them because they're so small.
And they don't eat a lot, so it's not like they got a lot on their stomach or anything already.
It's probably so easy for a jockey just to get absolutely blitzed.
Yeah, probably.
Going from that, Liverpool 4-2 over Tottenham. Reds score 4 in Klopp's penultimate game at Anfield. I don't know half the words I just said.
I don't understand what any of this means.
I will say it again. Liverpool 4-2 over Tottenham. Reds score 4 in Klopp's penultimate game at Anfield.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to translate. The Reds are Liverpool as opposed to...
The Reds are Liverpool.
They won 4-2.
Yes. Over the Tottenham Hotspurs.
And I think this Klops is a person, and it's his next to last game playing for Liverpool, or playing
It's his next to last game playing as the Reds boss. So maybe coach?
As the manager, as the coach, yeah.
Manager, maybe?
Manager, coach, whatever they call him. The skipper, the gaffer.
Yeah, the gaffer. I think we're going to go with gaffer here, Chase.
The gaffer, yeah.
With Premier League title and top 4 hopes gone for Liverpool and Tottenham, respectively, only the hosts showed up for much of the game, blah, 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 blah. They finished the weekend assured of no less than 3rd place in the Premier League table this season. They're 78 points, 5 away from the leaders, Arsenal. Both have 2 matches to play, while 2nd place, Man City, my team, have 82 points and 3 fixtures left in the PL season. Don't know what that means.
Man City's got that guy that looks like Viking Shrek.
Yeah, Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dutch dude.
Do you see it? Does he look like Viking Shrek to you?
I see it.
Yeah.
I definitely see it. I think that's just Dutch. I think Dutch people look like Shrek, and then he's got he's got a little bit of Nordic in him.
I nearly just spit Coca-Cola all over the place. That was funny.
Next one, I have to join the newsletter for Bleacher Report, so fuck you, Bleacher Report.
I used to be a feature columnist for Bleacher Report.
Oh, how was that?
Short.
Yep. Up next, Deadspin. Diamondbacks rout Padres to salvage series finale. Good job, Arizona.
Way to go. I like how headline says us reading something, having no idea what they're talking about, and being like, but hey, way to go.
Jake McCarthy was 3 for 4 with 3 runs and was 1 of 5 Diamondbacks to drive in 2 runs as Arizona beat the Padres 11-4.
That's a baseball beating.
That is a baseball fucking beatdown.
Yeah, that's a stomping.
Oh, the Diamondbacks had lost 8 of their last 11. Good job, Diamondbacks. Good job, Arizona, for getting back on the win column.
So I'm looking at my computer here. I'm looking at what's happening. Sports trending. Baffert.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Trending. Preakness. Ooh,
it's coming. Chase, is this your I wonder what my tab says. Are you just looking at your Twitter tab?
Yeah. It says what's happening. Sports trending. NFL trending. Tom Brady also trending with Drew Bledsoe and Kevin Hart.
Let's see what's trending for mine. Sports trending. Tom Brady, Wyatt Johnson, Formula One, Koepka, Jordan Love, Quan, Rom, Panarum, Manoa, Sky F1, Darwin, and Lando.
All right. I've got, this is in order. Nikki Glazer, Tom Brady, Baffert, T.O. Password, UFL 2024, Nate Thompson, Ron J, USFL Razorbacks, John Futta, No Going Back, Ole Miss, and Vlad.
Is that in the sports or is that in the For You?
That's just in the For You.
For You, mine says Nikki Glazer, Tom Brady, the Canes, RHONJ, John Futta, Baffert, Go Beeves, Aaron Hernandez, Lando, UFL 24, T.O. Password. Why is Aaron Hernandez tending?
Trending? I don't. Good question.
It's the roast of Tom Brady tonight. They're doing the roast of Tom Brady. So
I'm guessing Nikki Glazer made some sort of Aaron Hernandez joke is basically what I'm guessing happened.
No, I think it's Jeff Ross making an Aaron Hernandez joke. He also dressed up as O.J. Simpson.
That's Jeff Ross is a goat, man.
Yeah, right here.
With the flames on it.
It's perfect. Oh, it's got the Bronco on the shoulder.
Oh, it does. Oh,
That's
that's
great.
amazing.
That's great.
That's next level.
That's fantastic.
Next level. What's next?
Alexandre Patanoja fends off valiant challenge from Steve Erkig to retain title at UFC 301. The real story from UFC is Eric showed me earlier on stream. Some dude got his leg, like someone kicked a hole in someone else's leg.
Oh.
They kicked a hole. He kicked him and there was just a hole. They called it like a bullet hole on his leg.
Someone kicks so fast they make bullet holes?
Yeah, and they called the fight.
Why is the military not studying this man?
Right? Crazy.
See, I don't have the stomach to watch that shit.
Oh, I love UFC. I don't love it. Like, I don't follow it religiously, but I'll watch it when it's on.
Yeah, you don't love it enough to know that it's pronounced Pantoja.
I don't. I definitely don't. Up next, AP. Donovan Mitchell scores 39 as Cavs push past Magic 106-94. Good on the Cavs. I thought that Magic was really going to win that series because they were getting bodied in Orlando. So good on the Cavaliers for getting that done. Good win for them. They have to play the Celtics going forward. Don't see a win in their future. I feel like the Celtics are probably going to roll them.
I agree.
Yeah. The Celtics are going to stomp all over that fucking ass in Cleveland.
Back on my regular mic, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. I started touching stuff and it accidentally checked.
Last headline, as always, from Outkick.com, baby.
Oh, God.
U.S. sailing team flips over after hitting wrong button. There's video to go with this. There's video to go along with this one. Let's see. Let's check the video out.
There he had the. Oh! Oh my Lord! Disaster! Oh, I hope no one's hurt in that. That was a disaster. They flipped.
Whoa!
Oh, look at the oh, they flipped. Oh my Lord! Disaster!
Holy shit! That was awesome.
That was actually kind of cool. That was way better than I thought it was going to be.
That was sick.
Oh, they
That
have a
was
view
incredible.
on. They have a view on the.
Yeah, but they don't show them actually fall on the thing from that view.
Them falling is.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But it looks like they landed in the sail, like they just landed in a big hammock almost.
No injuries, by the way.
Yeah. That's the great thing about water sports.
According to people there, cause of the capsize was user error.
Oops.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Shout out Outkick, I guess, for that one fucking. I mean, it's not really shout out SBS Sports for having the tweet. What up, Jeff? Congrats on winning some fucking money, boys.
Yeah.
Those are your headlines. Any other headlines or things you want to talk about, Chase?
I mean, my horse got mugged in the
You were
stretch.
on TV.
I was on TV. That's true. You want to just spend the next 10, 20, 30 minutes talking about how I was on TV?
You think you'll be back on TV for the Preakness?
I've been wondering the exact same thing. And if I am, I'm not above sending Bowser down to the Circa to take a picture.
Oh,
of me.
on the big screen?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past. No, that's a good thing for you to do.
I'm not sure if he yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
did,
he
Jeff.
did.
Forever Young did get fucked.
Jeff, I had a great weekend. I would have had a fantastic weekend though had Forever Young won.
I also had a great weekend. I didn't throw up this weekend.
There we go. You even took you drank a fifth of Doc McGillicuddy's cherry. You took a hot sauce shot. I even saw.
No raw egg. But
No raw egg.
I did have Thai food, and I had a basically pile of salt that was the bologna eggs that I tried to make because I spilled salt in them.
Oof. And then you had to DoorDash real Mexican food to make Uncle Rico happy.
Which I still have the tacos I'm going to eat after this show. So let's get out of here so I can have some fucking tacos. Chase, where can the people find you?
You can always find me being abrasive on Twitter @of Oaklawn. And then I do my podcast, Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, just occasionally I'm on
I was going to say, sometimes you can find him on VSiN. Y'all know where to find me, @XFL Jim everywhere. I'm unveiling a new show this week on YouTube, so check out the YouTube @XFL Jim. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you guys next time for another episode of the Jimnasium. Love you guys.